Okay, so welcome to today's recording. Now, it's all about how to transfer money into your Coinspot. So I'm just want to do a demo. So today I'm going to use the online banking, the Great Southern Coast Bank, to do this, and then transfer money to the dashboard. Sorry, to Coinspot basically. Okay, so first thing first, you need to go to log into both. Okay, so log into both. Because I'm moving things around, so not a lot of cash here, and the dashboard for Coinspot. So I'll move a couple $100 from this because I had to sell it today. So sold some stuff, so that way I can move the money to the bank. So as you can see, 400 something was transferred here. Anyway, so just want to show you this. Now, the first thing you need to do is simple, is to go to the bank details. So go to the bank details. So again, go in here, bank details, and then find the actually deposit money. Sorry, to deposit money first. Okay, so you go to deposit the money. So this is my maximum I could do basically. So what you can do is select the bank that you want to deposit the money. So I do direct deposit. So this is the detail. Now, all you need to do now. Remember, everybody will have a different. I think the number is the same, but it's what you set up. Okay, so all you need to do is just copy the BSB number. Uh, Best to write it down, and then put the details in the account number. Now make sure you put the deposit is as deposit. Okay, so that way they will know exactly what's going on. Okay, so very important. Make sure your PSP account number and all that. Once you got that, all you need to do is go to your Great Southern Bank and then go to Pay Anyone. So Pay Anyone. Now I already set up two, so two of them. So let's say I'm gonna go in here, and then I'm gonna go to find the my Coinspot. See, that's my Coinspot. As you see that 2-1. So this is my account. Then all I need to do is just put in, let's say, some money. I don't know, $50. And then all I need to do, make sure you put deposit because I do need to put some money into it. As you can see, there's only $6. And every week I have a recurring buy. So $50 Bitcoins. So I buy $50 every week without fail, except one because didn't have enough cash to clear it for some reason. I don't know why. There was money. So that's what happened. Okay, so this is every trade that I did. So some successful, some not, but overall, I'm about 200-300 return, percent return. So got to manage your losses. So anyway, so this is my order. So just go to your deposit again. Okay, so go to direct deposit. So copy all of this detail. Make sure you put in the right thing. Okay. So first time I did this, I think I transfer maybe 100, $200, and then I forgot to put the reference, and then I thought to myself, how the hell does these people know who this is? But because you do it for the bank, they will have all your details, so they know who you are. So very important. Okay. The other things you need to do. Then once you've done that, just put $50 in. Just test it out to make sure that it get there. Okay. Or $10. Just do $10. I mean that's the easiest one. At least you don't feel too worried when you lose money. If that makes sense, or you transfer the wrong account. So make sure you do maybe $5 to $10. Test it out. Make sure you then it takes maybe a day also before it gets to your bank account. So if it does take a day, just wait for it and make sure you log back in and check, hey, did I deposit $10? If you did that, then if you can see it, that means it's working. And next time you just had to go back to the same thing, Coinspot, go to your pay anyone and then deposit the money the same way. That's all you have to do. Very simple. And save it as my cons, just put the detail Coinspot as a payee, which, just do the payee's name and all those things. Just make sure you check everything. And that's it. That's all you have to do. It's quite simple, actually. It's not too bad. It's not too hard at all. So let me log out from that. And since we're here anyway, may as well go for a couple things. Now, this is the one I was talking about. singularity. I think I don't know if I add it on to the list, but most people did have it. If you're with me, you know that. So if you go into it, you can see it, same stuff. Nothing that you guys don't know. Again, let me find the. I think it's AG. Where is it? AG. It's somewhere on the bottom because it's I got it a while back. So let me find it first, and then I will tell you exactly where it is. Should be in May or July, I think. Just so many. I got so many of them. Sometimes it's hard to. There you go. Here is AGIX. Okay, so this is the singularity net. Okay, so that's what they call. Now, again, you can't make this stuff up. Really can't make this stuff up. You got your negative MACDs, okay, like always talk to you guys about. You got your moving average. If I go to the weekly chart first, because we always check weekly, remember I said it, negative MACD reducing, and then we'll go up. Negative MACD reducing, it goes up. Good thing is this, there will be a pullback, okay? So if you can you see that little crossover? We haven't got that yet. So we still got an opportunity to get in. That's what I'm saying. So we went up 38%. So if I go to weekly chart now, so for this one on the daily chart, we can wait for a entry point when it does this little crossover. Can you see that perfect little crossover, which is this bar? Now, this this crypto start moving on the 21st of June. So this is weekly chart, okay? But the crossing doesn't happen until here. The crossover, can you see this crossover? So from this bar, which is 21st of September, till here, till August, that's like 2 months before we finish. So we may have 2 months or even maybe 2 weeks. That's still okay. But we will play it by the year. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So we got time. And if it does what it's supposed to do, it should get to 90 cents. So if we get in here somewhere, I don't know. I'm not saying we should get in now, but I need to look at it. Should be able to get to 90 cents. That's what I'm saying. So let's go back to daily charts. Daily charts, we got a look at that negative MACD again, perfectly. As can you see that? As we reduce, okay. So this one come down a bit because it's not ready, but there's another thing. This is called convergence. I haven't taught everybody yet because it's just extra stuff you have to learn. Not everybody's ready. First of all, as a student, often ask me questions. We should learn all this stuff. That could have helped me. I say no. It's like driving. If I ask you to learn how to drive, the first time you jump in a car was confusing enough. Let alone asking you to do all this stuff. This is look. It's like watching. Driving on the road. Check the mirror and make sure that there's no bicycle, cyclist next to you, which is crazy. So I don't want to distract everyone just because it's distracting. So this is basically is distracting. But can you see that the stock is going down and the MACD is going back up? There's a trend. So that's a good sign. That tells you it's gonna go up. Anyway, sometimes because I look at so many crypto, I miss it too. And I have been doing the board for this stuff, but it just because the two authentication, which every single time when it happens, it really affects me because they often send me a message at the middle of the night, so that's why I can't do it. But anyway, we can trade this in a very near future, probably another week. There will be a pullback. So when it have another negative MACD on this one on the daily charts, we'll go into it. On the weekly, haven't finished yet. So it's only the first one. Reduce. See the long bar? Can you see the long bar? It's reducing now. So we still got tons of time. So just pointing that out. It only happened in a day. So is it possible to make 30%, per week? Of course you can. It's just a matter of being able to pick those signal. And last week I gave seven. I think all the seven crypto that I gave out went up 10% on average. One went up more than 10%. I think it was 20, 30%. So average that out is about 10, let's say. Okay, so pretty good. So the student that got the list, I will keep producing it because That's what I'm doing, and I do need to do it. I need to, like I said to you guys, if you want to trade with about 5,000, you should be able to do about $1,000 a week. So put 5,000 in, trade it 10, 20%, should be able to generate that $1,000 that you want. Okay, so if you can manage 5 grand, don't even bother with anything else. I started with, when I start trading this, if you check the history, you see that I traded with $50. I bought one at 1 cent, went up to about 3 cents. So I did make $150 on a percentage wise. If you think about it, that's 150%. I could have done that with more than 1,000, but I didn't because I need to make sure that I'm comfortable with that crypto that I'm trading. Now, remember, every crypto is controlled by different people. Okay, so this is the behind the scenes stuff I want to talk to you about. If you get a feel about it, you feel good about certain things you bought it. If it go up with you. I mean, that crypto works with you, the energy. Okay, because it's like everything. Sometimes you see something. You've done all your work for some reason. You can buy it. That happened to me a lot. So I know that it's not my crypto, my stocks basically. So just be mindful of that. It's nothing to do with you. It just wasn't the right energy. That's all. Okay. Anyway, so this is one example. I just want to point that out. I don't want to go too deep because last time when I did a video, it went for an hour. So that was a good one. So most of the market is down because the overall market is down, not just the crypto, but overall stock market. Shouldn't be like this. I mean, the real market drop is next year. It's not now. It's just a first, like a P warning. Look at that way. It's a P warning. Next year, March will be second year since the COVID. So exactly 12 months, 24 months. And that could be interesting because it could that the market collapse again. It could. I'm just saying. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of timing stuff I haven't taught, but you don't need it for now. Just focus on this, get this good at this. Do the percentage. That's all you need to do right now. Okay, so majority of them is just down a little bit, not that crazy, 2%, 3%. There's some runs up. I mean, those one I won't touch because look, if you're trading those one, make sure you don't put $1,000 on it, 500 maybe. That's maximum because there's a reason for it. I think this one is a social media type coins. See, the maximum you can put in is only 500. So I won't go crazy on it. Just showing you, if you buy ADA, Cardano have $100,000 maximum. So the higher the maximum, the more people usually buy them, if that makes sense. So just go through a couple things like this one. Ion, only 10,000. Cardania is 100, so this is only 10. Oh, by the way, that one will be coming up soon. So just quickly do this. Go back to find the chart. Ion. Where is it? There you go. So I'm gonna go to weekly first. Always check weekly chart. Now, one thing here is remember positive MACD. Reducing means it's coming down until we get a negative MACD. Okay. No negative MACD, no trade. So can you see that negative MACD? Let's go for here because that makes more sense. Positive MACD. Can you see the market's going up on the top? Yeah, look at that. Then the market dip a little bit, final one. So that was the final run up. But after that, look at this. If you bought at 90 cents, you didn't sell, and it dropped to as low as 9 cents, 17 cents, sorry, 17 cents, and it dropped to 13 cents. But can you see the negative MACD is reducing? Now, we didn't get back in until the safest place to get in is here. I will start getting in somewhere here. I do a little differently for different reason. But if you, let's say you got in from here, which is fine, not this pawn, this is really safe. If you got in from here at 14 cents and then run up to 30, you double your money. So 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Now, if you got in this pawn, for example, so somewhere here, I don't know, 20, let's say you got in at the close, 26, and then went up to as high as 30. So you only make 10%, but still good. Then the market pulled back again, went up. So that was the last one. But can you see that the MACD? Can you see that as it go up? Now that was the final high MACD high, then it drops. So you got out and then waiting for the next opportunity. Now it didn't happen. See, can you see that the market then reduced, negative MACD, then there's nothing. Now let me make it bigger to see if there's any signal. See, that was a reason why I didn't get in. Now, that was a, I think there was a tiny little bar. And when I recommended that, because there was a signal here. Now, this is called double bottom signal. You will learn all this in the future, but for now, just that's why I make a recommendation then, because I saw this because it's quite strong. So this is a strong with support. So Jagger got into this and she did 100%. Actually she got out, I think, I don't know, 40, 50. She got in about 20 something cents. Went up to 50, so she could have did 100%. So she put 1,000 in and make 500. So she got off somewhere here. Because last week I was with her, I was talking about over the internet. So if I go back to the weekly charts, because I saw it somewhere here, that's when there was 25th. So if I go back to 25th, so last Thursday. So I was talking about it, and that was the big bar run up. It was somewhere sitting somewhere here when she dumped. So not bad at all. We're coming back. See, that's negative MACD. I would say if it drop a little bit more, somewhere here, 23 cents would be a good buy again, or around that area. So because there's a lot of support, so probably 27 will stop. If it doesn't, it will go a bit lower. But once again, we got negative MACD. We're gonna go for it again. That's what I will do. So anyway, this is another good one. So not difficult. It's not a difficult thing to do, and will be fun. So I actually had those one. This is one of my crypto. Again, the reason why it's down because I had to move money out. That was it. So it's not because I something happened to it. Wasn't that? I need some cash pays for stuff until I get paid. Supposed to get paid this week, but haven't paid yet. So I don't know why. So probably next week. So anyway, I got Verge, I got Digibyte, so they are good one. So do like this one quite a bit because it's been around for a long time. Honestly, I'll just trade this stuff. So this is again, you do the same stuff like me. Do the weekly chart first. Always go to the weekly chart. Download it from here. Okay, so go to the thing. Download it once you set it up. So negative MACD on the weekly chart now is positive reducing. Because I bought it somewhere here, so I'm not too fussed. Now, this is what we call triple tops. So this is the third time, the fourth time. Once I get a negative MACD again, I'll probably low buy some more and go back in. And if it punch through these three tops, let's say from 3 cents, all the way, it should go to 11 cents. So I look forward to actually trade this, the nice run up and get out. This will be a 300% return for me. That's what I'm aiming for at the moment. Because last time we did it, did it quite nicely. Can you imagine that? You got it at less than 5 cents. So $1,000, you would have 500,000. Actually, it won't be 500,000. 2 cents, 0.22 is $1,000 was 500,000. So if it's let's say it's 0.05, it should be about 250. So 250,000 shares multiplied by that. So just let me quickly do a quick calculation. Okay, and that's the only way to do this. Let's say we have $1,000 divided by 0.5. I think that's too many zero. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh, that one. That's correct. Now that's the correct one. About 200,000. Okay. Now this thing went up as high as 10 cents. So multiply by 10 cents. That's 20K. So, with $1,000, you turn it into 20,000 bucks, you know. So it's not bad, decent. So that's what I'm waiting for another signal. So I'm just waiting for this to clear. And if it does clear those hot top, I can see what am I saying to you? Probably don't understand what I'm talking about. Let me change the color too and put some context around it. Can you see that? First high, second high, third high. There's a rule. There's a rule for this stuff. Okay, so can't talk about it. The fourth time when they punch, when they get to the same height, it will punch through, and when it does, it will go higher. So anyway, he's been dead for a long time, but his stuff's still around. So and anyway, would be interesting to see that. So if I accumulate enough $1,000 worth of this, I got about 400 something, I think. 440. I actually gone up higher than this. I bought it and went up to $600. So at one time, this thing was at 600. How do you know? So I bought it for 400. So went up to 600. I didn't sell because, didn't expect it to come back down so quickly. That's the one. If I go back, and you can see that. So I bought it somewhere on when did I buy it? I think after the first of something, I forgot. First, yeah, 31st of October. So see, 30th I didn't have anything. Then 31st, so I bought it, and it ran up to 600. So 13 days, 630. So I did quite well. I did about 50 odd percent. Now, I didn't sell, because I was expecting to go a little bit more, and on the weekly chart it was. So, so I left it alone, and then it dropped pretty quickly. So I mean, it's quite frustrating. And if I do sell now, basically I'm gonna miss out anyway. So I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna hold on to it. And this is one of those crypto that you can actually move into a cold wallet. So that's why I'm not too fussed. And if this money was sitting in a cold wallet, I can't do much about it anyway. So I'm just gonna leave it. So anyway, I'm still up $40, so it's still 20% ahead. So, gotta take it what it is. 50 was better. 50%, 50, 50, 60% actually. So because it was 400, t- $200 on top, which is 50. So 50 plus another $30. So 30, 52, 50 something percent. It's just, yeah. Anyway, that's okay. That's part of the game, Can't be moving out in and out too often. I had one similar. I traded one called. Let me go back. I'll show you what I mean. So I done one. Is I think it's called. It's in October. I gotta go back to October. I'll find it. So because I done quite a bit. So I think it was EMC. So EMC. Now EMC. Can you see that? I bought it for $100. EMC on the 11th of August. EMC, and then I sold EMC on a month later. Okay, so I did 10% or something like that, 11%, not bad. But there was another one on the same time. So 7th of August, CND, and I bought $100. So can you see that CND? And when I sold, as you can see, CND here, there's no CND, as you can see, but it's out till then. So on the 7th of August, I bought it, and the 1st of September, I make 50% for that one. So, and Liberty Cons, I think that one was a loss. I bought it for 20th of August. Sometimes this one I make really good return and then I lose some. So I thought 110, I think I put in, and then I got out with a loss. So I lost about $40. But previous trade I make money. So I'll show you that previous trade I'll talk about. So that was sold. And then I got one for, where's it? Liberty. Yeah, see, on the 28th of June. So I bought at 1 cent, $50. Okay. So Liberty Con, 28th of June. I sold on the 7th of 9th of July for 100 something. So $50 I double. I did 120%. So whatever, sometimes you got to trade it, and that works quite nicely. Guess what happened? If I didn't sell this at 3 cents, it went up to 7 cents, 7, 8 cents. So that's part of the reason why, I'm still adjusting with different crypto. It's different than stocks because this thing go 24/7 every day. There's no market stop. I mean, you can sell trade stops and all that stuff. But what I mean is, the market is always open, so it's very different. So when I go to bed, usually when it runs up very high, and I usually miss the opportunity. So, but as you can see, I've been buying this very regularly with my bitcoins. I accumulated over. So if I started on the 15th of September, I mean September, January. See, that was my trade, 15th of September, the first one that I did for this account anyway. So since then, I've been buying it so for 11 months, 12 months now. So if I put $50 a week, so that's 200 bucks a month. So it should be 2,400. Okay, so basically that's what you will get if you just save the money. I have I moved at 400 bucks out. Okay, so that was much higher. So when we were at the top on the November, we had 2,700. So when Bitcoin was a bit higher, it was about 2 grand there. So I got another $1,000. I think 1,500 in another account. So basically, what I move out is my profit. So anyway, I'm gonna trade this, so not an issue. Anyway, I just quickly go through, went through the example for how to open the account, how to deposit the money, a number of trade. Like I said, if I continue go for each one, it's gonna take forever. So I'm gonna stop here, and yeah, have a look and put those coins on. I will put more on, so it's not an issue. They all verified it. Just matter of putting the indicators. Okay, so that's the basic. I'll do a video on that one very soon. Okay, so I'll speak to everybody soon, and take care.